Hi students, welcome to accounts class. So in that accounts already we have commenced financial statements of a company. So in the financial statements of a company there are two types of financial statements. One is profit and loss account and the second one is balance sheet. So on that profit and loss account already in the previous session we started one question as per the PU board question. So in this session again we will solve one more question on the question bank. So all of you observe the question in the question bank. So first step, listen the question. From the following details you are required to prepare statement of profit and loss account. What we need to prepare? Statement of profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018. 31st March 2018, this is what end of the assessment year. 31st March 2018, in this date only we need to prepare profit and loss account. Normally the financial statements are preparing at the end of the year only. So as per schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013, as per the schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013, we need to prepare profit and loss account. For the preparation of profit and loss account, they given some data regarding profit and loss account. So here they given some assets, liabilities as well as incomes, expenses. While we are preparing profit and loss account, no need to record any assets and liabilities. We need to record only incomes and expenses in the business. So here, as per the given information, the first one, plant and machinery rupees 40,000. Plant and machinery, this is also asset, right? Where we need to record. So here plant and machinery, this is what fixed asset, this is what recorded in the asset side of balance sheet. Now we are not preparing balance sheet, so no need to record in this transaction. Second one, furniture. Furniture rupees 20,000, this is also asset, fixed assets, no need to record the furniture in this account. The furniture it will record in the balance sheet only. Next one, share capital. Share capital no need to record because of the share capital it is related to under the capital. The capitals, there is an equation, right? Assets are equals to liabilities plus capital. So this is what formula applicable at the time of preparing balance sheet. So here the share capital we can record in the liability side of balance sheet. Next one, sales. So here sales is nothing but revenue from operations. So in this transaction we need to record in this account. Next one, purchases 1,80,000 we need to record purchase of stock in trade. Next one, trade payables. So your trade payables is nothing but bills payable. Bills payable, this is what liability. Which kind of liability is current liability. So this is related to balance sheet transaction. No need to record in the profit and loss account. Next one, depreciation on plant and machinery. Depreciation on plant and machinery, this is what expenses. For the plant and machinery, they are charging depreciation, right? That depreciation, this is what expenses. That expenses we need to record under the expenses only. Next one, amortization of goodwill. The decreasing in the value of goodwill, this is what expenses to the firm we can record. This is transaction. Next one, interest on debentures. So here interest on debentures, this is also cost to the business operation. So here interest on debentures, for the debentures we need to pay interest rate. This is what cost to the finance, finance cost. So now we need to apply working notes also. Then interest on borrowings, this is also related to working notes. So here the working notes, there are two notes we need to prepare in this question. Finally, the tax rate also they given 30% is the tax rate. So now this is what given information. Now we need to frame the format. First, I will take the headline. Statement of profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018. In this date only, we need to prepare statement of profit and loss account. Now have to apply the format. For the profit and loss account, we require 3 columns. One column related to particulars. Second column, note number. Third column, amount. This is what format. So in this format, now we need to classify incomes as well as expenses in the business. So as per the transactions are related to income, so here plant and machinery no need to record, furniture, share capital no need to record, then sales. They give us sales, right? Sales means nothing but revenue from operations. Revenue from operations or revenue from sales, both are same. Revenue from sales, how much amount they given? Revenue from sales rupees 3 lakhs. Directly we can record in that outer column only. Again, there is no transactions are related to incomes. This is what total incomes. Now we need to make total. Three lakhs. This is what total incomes. These total incomes we can show by the way of A value. So already we are ascertained total incomes. Total incomes are total revenues. Now we need to record expenses. The next headline, expenses. Okay, again continue the question. Purchases. So here purchases, this is what related to purchase of stock in trade. This is what expenses directly they give and we need to record. Purchase of stock in trade. The amounts they given, the purchase of stock in trade 1,80,000. Directly you have to record in the amount column. This is what first transaction. It is related to expenses. Next one, depreciation on plant and machinery and amortization of goodwill. There are multiple transactions. So for these two transactions, we need to maintain working note. So the next working note. Under the working note, depreciation and amortization expenses. Depreciation and amortization expenses under the below have to take the format, particulars and amount column. Particulars and amount column. Under that there are two transactions. Both the transactions are related to depreciation and amortization. Now we have to record depreciation on plant and machinery. So here depreciation on plant and machinery, directly they given amount rupees 4,000. Next one, amortization of goodwill rupees 6,000. rupees 6,000. Now we have to add both the values 10,000 total. Two or more transactions means on the day we need to apply the working notes. So these notes have to record under the expenses, depreciation and amortization expenses. Depreciation and amortization expenses. In that note column, we need to take working note number 1. The amounts already here as written at rupees 10,000. So these working notes we need to record in separate page. No need to write in this format. Again continue the question. Next, interest on debentures as well as interest on borrowings. So again there is one more notes we need to maintain. The next note for that, interest on debentures as well as interest on borrowings, both are related to finance cost. The next one, working note number 2, finance cost. Particulars and amount. And then we have to record both the transaction. First one is interest on debentures. Interest on debentures already they given rupees 30,000. Directly they given. Next one, interest on borrowings rupees 20,000. So there are only two transactions are related to finance cost. Whatever the transactions are related to finance cost, all the transactions we need to add here itself only. Now make it total 50,000. This is my total finance cost. This is a total balance we can record under the expenses. Because of we need to ascertain total expenses in the business side. That's why now we need to record finance cost. Finance cost. So this is what working note number 2. You have to write number 2. So just here we are entering only 2. Is there we require some more detailed information is on that day we need to observe that working notes. The total balances are 50,000. So here, as per this question, I think all the transactions are completed except tax. So tax it is calculated after that finding before profit before tax. So here, as per the given information, already we have entered all the transaction. Now you have to make total expenses in the business. 1,80,000 plus 10,000 plus 50,000, 2,40,000. 2,40,000. This is what total expenses. These total expenses we can show by the way of deep value. So total incomes already we are ascertained, and the same being we are ascertained total expenses also. But now we need to ascertain profit before tax. The next one, next step. Profit before tax. The procedure of finding profit before tax is total incomes minus total expenses. I mean A minus B. The total value of A 3 lakhs, total value of B 2 lakh 40. Total incomes 3 lakhs, total expenses 2 lakh 40,000. 3 lakhs minus 2 lakh 40,000. Now we have to ascertain the differentiation amount. The remaining balance 60,000. 3 lakhs minus 2 lakh 40. The remaining balance 60,000. This is what? Profit before tax in the business. Again, there is a tax in the question. The tax rate is 30%, right? Less tax. So 60,000. The tax is calculated on the whatever the amounts we are ascertained. Profit before tax, and that amount only we need to ascertain 60,000 into the rate of tax are 30%. 30 divided by 100 or 30% directly have to take. 60,000 into 30 divided by 100 means you will get 18,000 rupees. 18,000. This is what total tax during the year. But finally, what we need to ascertain the profit for the year after the deducting tax, the remaining balance. This is what total profit after tax. 60,000 minus 18,000. The remaining balance 42,000. This is what profit after tax. So this profit after tax we can treat it as total profits for the year. So in this question just we have classified total incomes, total revenues and total expenses. Total incomes minus total expenses means you will get profit before tax. A minus B, the remaining differentiation amount profit before tax. Again we have to calculate tax. The rate of tax is given 30%. 60,000 into 30% means you will get 18,000. 60,000 minus 18,000. The remaining balance 42,000. So this is what profit. So after deducting all the expenses and taxes, the remaining balance is called as total profits during the year. So this is what solution for this question. Thank you, students.